Ahoy, I'm Comic Book Hunter, also known as just Hunter.
Hello there, Mr. The Flash. You can call me JD.
I'm Tyler. My name is yeah, I'm Tyler. My Instagram. I fucked that up.
It's been a
Didn't I?
while. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it has been a little bit.
Welcome back.
My
And
name
this
isn't
is-
actually Comic Boy. That's just
No, I
a
guess
title
not.
I go by.
Oh, there you
It's
go.
like you're.
But I will
Superman.
die. When I die, that will be on my grave. So
Yeah, that's odd that you're doing that.
Yeah.
But okay.
yeah. Well, Instagram
And
has
this
rules.
is a hero story. This is a comic book podcast where we usually talk all things comics and comic book movies, comic book TV shows, maybe other things this week. We're late because we were going to record last night. It was midnight for JD and Tyler, and JD, you guys both stayed up, and then we went to record.
I was planning on staying up anyway.
Yeah, he's a
JD
night owl. I don't stay up late. That's not me.
2 years of nights have turned me to a nocturnal.
JD sleeps at 7 p.m. every night.
Mhm.
That's the
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, and so he stayed up. He looked exhausted, low energy.
Yeah.
We're just like, maybe we should do this tomorrow, man. He's just like, oh, let's do it now. I'm like, you actually look like you want to die.
To be fair,
Especially after seeing a Thor movie,
oh
Yeah.
god,
which JD famously loves every
I
single
do famously.
Thor
Thor:
movie.
The Dark World is my favorite MCU movie historically. So
It was
Yeah.
late because we all saw Thor last night, but completely different times, different time zones. So that was like the soonest we could do it. But we decided to wait until the next day. Harper's supposed to be joining us right now. He's supposed to be in this call, but he's not. So he might be joining later on to give his thoughts on Thor and other things that we'll discuss this week. But
granted, it's 8:30 in the morning in Australia right now.
Yeah.
So he could still be a little sleepy.
it could be a little drowsy, yeah. For comics this week, we're talking Batman 125, Chip Zdarsky's debut issue. We're also talking Dark Crisis #2, The Amazing Spider-Man #5. JD and I also got Flashpoint Beyond 3. I got Once in Future 27, but I won't discuss it because you guys didn't read it. But we'll go from there. JD, Tyler, did you guys get any other comics besides those?
Just those three for me.
I got Saga, but
Oh, I got update from last week's episode or 2 weeks ago. My shop owner got me the A cover of World's Finest 3, and he said I could return, or a 4, and he said I could return this cover. So I got next time
But
I go
you
to the
did
shop,
it.
I got to return this cover. No,
didn't have it on him.
I didn't think he was gonna get it, but he actually got it, so he held it down.
Okay, fair enough.
Shop could never.
Since a new movie came out this week, we'll start off by we all saw Thor: Love and Thunder, and we're
Yeah,
going to review
we
it
did,
with
didn't we?
spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, or if you really care, leave this call. There's not too much to spoil, but I guess the ending. But I mean, like there was a lot shown in the trailer, so this was a shorter MCU movie. But yeah, we all saw it. JD had probably a great theater experience, but we kind of briefly talked about our thoughts last night. But just to kind of repeat ourselves on the
As
show.
listeners of the show know, I'm not a fan of laughy theaters. I get it if a joke is funny, laugh at it, but like some of the jokes that get laughed at, for example, the Black Adam trailer played before the showing of the movie, and
Awesome.
the greatest trailer of all time. And when he gets hit with the metal thing, and obviously his head is indestructible, so it doesn't. Someone laughed at that. That's not funny, okay? And when they're rolling down the windows of the car, it's not funny.
You
Every
hated
time I
this.
see that trailer, I have a new thought about it. Like at the end when he puts his hand on the thing, and it's like, was that really supposed to be a reveal that he didn't die from that missile?
Yeah.
Like we're supposed to go, what?
I still love the line, and by love I mean hate. Heroes don't kill people. And then like Black Adam, like with the serious, like here comes my Oscar moment, goes, but I do.
What I do. Dude, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman,
They all kill
Cyborg,
people.
Aquaman, everyone kills people, dude.
Yeah.
I just push
Like
people and run
it's
away.
funny because Hawkman is just in the wrong there.
He is the guy on the wrong end of the trailer, but
He's the odd one out. He's the
Wonder
only
Woman
one that doesn't kill people.
Splatters people on walls.
Dude, there's 2 Suicide Squad movies about how they just kill people. There's a Peacemaker show, and they trust me, guys, they just kill people in that show. Like, there's no heroes in this universe
Yeah,
except
really is.
Alfred.
I guess, but they could do the history where he was like a war veteran.
A
or he
war
probably did.
veteran, yeah. There's no heroes.
So yeah,
Because
And
it's
anyway,
not a fucking dream world.
this was to set the stage for my theater's gonna be full of people who
oh, yeah,
laugh.
Thor.
And honestly, they weren't horrible, but like some of the jokes they laughed at, I'm just like, really, guys, that's funny. I
And
get
there was a
comedy's
lot of
subjective,
jokes.
but
Oh, there were so many jokes in this movie.
There were jokes that never ended.
There were jokes aplenty.
now this is probably where Hunter's gonna explain that he's a huge fan of Jason Aaron's Thor, because none of you know that he's possibly a huge fan of that
I
run.
don't think I've ever said that publicly.
I don't think so.
I like Thor. I didn't like this Thor. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it. I thought it was
JD
just like I kind of liked it. You
I
didn't like
liked
it.
moments, but no, it's one of my least favorite MCU movies. I think.
Whoa,
I
that's a
prefer
big deal
Ragnarok.
too.
This is better than Dark World, but that's not saying much. I mean, like, it wasn't necessarily like an awful movie. It's just I found myself more sighing over a lot of things. Like I didn't like Zeus. I didn't like how Gore didn't butcher anybody.
What do you mean you didn't like me?
Yeah. All I was thinking about was you during that scene.
I hated the way he spoke.
Yeah, I didn't expect that
Man.
at all.
It's hard, dude, because I genuinely listen, maybe this has gotten to the point where I'm like, maybe I am an MCU shill. Like maybe I just am like an idiot. Like maybe I'm just stupid. I just like loud noises and colors and shit. But I had so much fun, dude. And I think it was because I went into it and I was like, this is exactly the movie I want to see at this
Well,
moment.
you woke up in the right mood for it. Like
Yeah,
your message
I woke
that
up.
morning was literally just like, I need a dumb cosmic movie. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and
I
it
was in
delivered
the
on that.
exact mood for something stupid that took place in space. Like that was what I was in the mood for. And that's what I
That's
got.
Yeah.
And I had fun. I could see myself genuinely like when this comes to Disney Plus, I could just see myself like having it on when I'm bored.
Yeah,
Which isn't a test for a lot of movies because I do that with a lot of movies, but
I had really
think it was
awesome
fun.
moments for me. But yeah, I guess I hate fun.
What I don't get is I don't get the whole and this I don't care obviously, but the critical reception to this movie's kind of surprised me a little bit because I don't think this movie it's like at 70 or something like that. Like it's pretty low. Maybe it might just be like at the Dark World or something. Yeah.
I mean, Ragnarok has like mid-90s.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Ragnarok's like a high one. I don't think this is as stupid as Ragnarok either. I think this is less dumb than Ragnarok. I do. I'm surprised that this one is getting like the mixed reception it is because I think it's exactly the movie that everyone thought it was gonna be, and maybe just people didn't want that movie. Like that's probably the answer is people didn't want that. But I don't think nobody went into this and was like, "This is what the movie is." You know, we were told from day one that this was Ragnarok on steroids. So
yeah, it's true. We were. I mean,
we were warned.
Yeah,
3 years ago, San Diego
Comic-Con.
Con.
It was like a 9-year-old wrote it, and
Yeah,
it definitely does.
Definitely does. Yeah.
It's just I don't know. There was some moments that, or going in, I expected to be dumb, but I also expected Thor to butcher people, and we didn't really see that. I expected Jane to be a lot more serious, but she was literally just acting the exact same way as Thor was. So
I thought Jane was good. Should
she
we go
was
character
good,
by
but
character?
She wasn't like she was just like happily and bubbly, and it's nice. It's fun to see, but I was going in expecting her to be more of the serious Thor, while Odinson was like the dumb Thor, because Taika Waititi likes to make Thor really dumb.
Well, we should go character by character here to kind of like break down. Like, let's start Gore, right? I thought Gore was pretty great. I was kind of set my expectations low for Gore, but I thought they delivered on Gore. I wish he was in the movie more though.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was weird how little he was there, but it was also one of those things where it's like you feel his impact in the scene.
When he does appear.
Yeah, and that might be for the best. Like you don't want to overdo him because Gore, I mean, he's in God Bomb a lot. Like he's obviously like he's pretty much the main character. Not even Thor. Like it's pretty much him. But I think there's something to be said. Like Gore could be used like Jaws. Like he could be used like just like the villain that you don't see a lot, but
the thought of him is more scary.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's cool. But I was surprised that you got Christian Bale and you didn't have him in every scene in the movie.
I don't know how accurate it is because it just released, but I read somewhere that he only has 13 minutes of screen time, which seems about right.
Wow.
After watching it. because he's
Well,
not in it much.
but also when you count up those things over time, I mean, like something like if you've watched Infinity War, Captain America's in the movie for like 6 minutes,
yeah.
and you never think like, oh, Cap's not in this movie.
Mhm.
But like once you actually sit down, you look at the time that people are in movies. Like this Godzilla movies, I know it's off topic, where he's in it for like 4 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
And you go, what the fuck? Yeah. But I
Pretty
think
much.
I think it was weird that he wasn't in it more, but I did think he was pretty good. And
He was the best
because I
part.
think you bring up a good point. Like you got Christian Bale. Like that's not
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's someone you pump as in the movie.
Mhm. And maybe that was him. Maybe he was just like, I don't want to be in this for more than I need to be. Even though I do think, according to him, he was having a lot of fun. Like
Yeah.
according to him, he loves Ragnarok and stuff like that. So
We
That
was
also
not
apparently got a lot of cut
Yeah.
scenes in this. Like they cut a lot. in
you
this
did say
movie,
that.
so- Yeah, a lot of gore scenes in general too.
I kind of agree with Hunter where I would have loved to see a little bit more God butchering.
Mhm.
Like we get
Mhm.
kind of like the sequence of like dead God, dead God, dead God, but like I want to see him die. I know that like it sounds like dark and stuff, but I
Morbid,
feel like
yeah.
that
But
would've been
he's the
cool, like,
villain. He should be dark.
right? Like it could
Yeah.
build up more of like this guy's really a threat,
Like,
as
you
opposed
ha-
to like kind of just seeing dead bodies.
You have this area, this scene in the movie where you have every god in one place, and instead of having Gore show up,
Yeah.
you have Thor butcher someone. Like
I thought
what?
Gore was
Yeah.
gonna show up. I did think that was gonna happen.
Right.
I was
I
like, oh,
thought
we're
there
setting it up.
was-
Obviously, now he's gonna come in here. He's gonna slaughter everyone.
And he knew
Yeah.
that Thor went there, like because he brings it up later, right? He's like,
Mhm.
you went to the
Omnipotent
gods, and what did they
city.
do? The
Yeah.
same thing they did to me. Like,
Yeah,
how does-
okay.
how
Yeah,
does he know that he went there?
Yeah, because they said that he didn't know that they were there. Zeus said, like, Thor doesn't know we're here, so we're gonna stay here. So I don't know. There's a lot of scenes that feel like, okay, that was just for a trailer. That was just for a movie. The scene in the trailer where Thor's clothes get ripped off and everyone faints, that happens in the movie, but then next time you pan to Zeus, everyone's awake and standing. It's like, what was the point of them falling over if next time we cut to them, they're all standing
funny
there like
effect.
nothing happened?
Funny joke.
Yeah.
That was one.
Yeah.
All right. What's our thoughts on Thor Odinson?
Odinson.
Odinson.
I
What's
don't
that-
think
that
he was
calorie?
as stupid as everyone says he was. I think he's so much stupider in Ragnarok. I think he's a moron in Ragnarok. Like he's like genuinely a 5-year-old in that movie. I think he's way smarter in this one. I liked him.
He's a 6-year-old
There's
here.
lines where like it
Yes,
genuinely could feel like an
6-year-old,
SNL
sure,
skit.
but-
Like
yeah.
when the axe is jealous of the hammer.
I
Like
think
that
it's
literally
stupid,
felt like
but-
an SNL skit to me.
Yeah.
Like if you would have added the SNL music, I'd be like, yeah, I could see it.
That whole subplot felt like
Yeah.
SNL.
It was
Yeah.
so
I mean,
strange. When the axe would just come floating in, I'm just like,
What?
so weird.
Yeah.
I-
This
I-
movie feels like a parody movie for the MCU.
Yeah. Oh,
doesn't-
well, you know what it is. As soon as the movie starts and he jumps on the thing like Harry Potter and like rides like a
Oh, the
broom,
broom.
I was like, okay, here we go. Like, this is the Thor we're getting. Like this is. It's just.
he does the splits.
I really don't think he was as stupid as like everyone is saying he is.
I don't
but-
think he's stupid because he is like he's making plans and like
And he's making plans and he has
has
serious
ideas
moments.
and-
Like he's not 100% always jokey wacky. I mean, he's wacky, sure, but like he has moments of like emotion and whatnot. I think he was really great. Like I really do. I think Hemsworth was good in this movie. He was having fun.
I would
don't know.
say he's on the same scale as Ragnarok. I felt the humor in Ragnarok wasn't as forced here. Like it feels like he's really trying to make people laugh here, and
The
he's really
scene where he
like,
wins
reading
the
the script.
battle, like with the Guardians, to defend that castle or whatever for
Yeah.
the blue people.
Mhm.
Like, is that what Thor would do? Like, would he give this stupid speech and then like wouldn't he? I know it's not comic Thor, but like wouldn't worthy Thor be like, I gotta go fight this battle. I don't have time for stupid jokes. Like
I
he
don't
gave
know,
a
but not this
speech
Thor
for
though.
sure. He definitely gave a speech, but no, he wouldn't be joking about it. It would have been cool if like that fight was cool in the end, but then he does the splits and then
I love the
that
splits, dude. I
scene-
loved it.
It seems like 3 minutes. Feels
It's so
like.
long. I loved it.
Like it would have been cooler if he just stood there and the two bikes crash into each other.
That's what
and
I
then
thought
when
was gonna
when
happen.
The smoke goes away. Thor's like unharmed. That would have been cooler than him doing the splits
the
to catch
splits.
it and yelling at them. And
I loved it. I thought that was great. I like his outfit too. I like that whole red jacket. I like the Kirby boots and the
I do like all the
Yggdrasil
suits.
shirt.
Yeah, Thor. All of Thor's suits in this were really. Good.
Oh, thank God he loses that helmet immediately too. That
Yeah.
helmet is terrible. It was as terrible as we thought it would be. Thank God he does not wear it. Because I do
Yeah.
think that I think that suit's good. I think the yellow and blue Thor, I think it looks
I
really
think it
good.
might be his best suit. I like when it had the gold
Yeah, I think it might be
scales too.
Yeah. It was just pretty.
Because
It was
even
like cool to look at.
the one he had before when he was just in New Asgard was very Viking like. Like I like that
Mhm.
one a lot too.
I
So
think Thor, I don't think he's looked great in the MCU. I don't.
no, I
I
agree.
like
Yellow
generally
eyebrows? Come on, man.
yellow eyebrow. Yeah, you start with the yellow eyebrows, then you go to Avengers and Dark World. Dark World's all right, and then it's the same in Ultron.
Yeah,
Ragnarok's.
that's a good suit.
I think Ragnarok's okay. They cut the hair and they have like the blue whatever. Infinity War is great.
the one cape.
Yeah, Infinity War is great.
Mhm.
Because I love the red on the outside and the black cape on the inside. That's really cool. And
Yeah.
then Endgame are debatable. It's the same outfit, but he's got the big beard and the long hair, But I think this one looks really great. I think this is like an actual genuinely great Thor costume.
I think it's the best one for sure. I hope he
I
has
think-
it
I
in the
think-
next one. He probably won't.
I think it
'cause
could
they
be
gotta
the
sell
best one.
toys,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think it would be the best one. And even Jane's suit was, I mean,
Jane-
straight out of the comics.
I
pretty
think
much.
Jane looked awesome.
I
Jane
wish
looked
she
really
wore the
cool.
mask a little bit more, but I understand.
Well, we knew she wasn't gonna wear the mask, but that's our next character, Jane. What do we think of? You guys are the mighty Thor
I
guys,
thought
right?
she was great.
She was.
I never read a
good.
single panel of Mighty Thor, so I can't really speak on it. But
I
she's
thought she was
not-
really good.
So in the comics, when she holds the hammer kind of takes over, and she's a lot more Shakespearean.
Oh yeah, she's
And-
like, "Doth thee need any help?"
Yeah,
She's
she
doing that
talks
stuff.
like Thor, but she's very serious about it. But also like she's very much like Thor, where like she loves ale and she's a romantic person and,
yeah,
and
Tyler.
stuff like this. Well, it was just Jane,
Just
but
'cause-
a lot
yeah.
more happy and
'Cause-
excited.
Yeah, because in this book they established that Mjolnir kind of like takes over a little bit, where
Mhm.
she starts talking and she's thinking like, "Am I saying this? Like, this is me. These words are coming out of my mouth, but they're like super Shakespearean right now." And I get that like they were never gonna do that in this. Like, they will never put a Shakespearean word in any Marvel movie ever again. After we went from Thor saying like to Loki, he would say stuff like, "You take my world as recompense for your imagined slights." Like, that did not go over well. People do not want that anymore. And I get it. Yeah. I think Jane was great. I think because like I just like I get she was goofy and whatnot, but also she's a woman who's dying of cancer who gets one chance to be a hero. I think it made sense.
Yeah. That being said, it would have been cool to see her become worthy. We don't see her lift the hammer.
Well, apparently it wasn't even about worthiness. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like Thor
Accidentally
put a enchantment
put a
on
spell
it.
on it. Yeah. It was one of those things where you're like, I guess we had to get there somehow.
I still think that's a really strange scene where she's like standing next to the hammer remains and like the whole Thor group leaves and she's the only one there. Like, not one Asgardian security guy's like, we got a
What is this woman doing
1070
here?
going on
Dude,
here. Like,
Daryl from the Team Thor skits, the behind the scenes stuff in between Civil War, he was
Thor
there.
guy.
That's canon now. That's ridiculous. That is canon to the MCU now.
Yeah, that is.
Team Thor. Oh, it's beautiful. No one in my audience reacted except for me, and I said, "Oh, it's that guy." But I thought it was great. Darcy Lewis, she was in this movie. Nobody reacted.
Yeah, everyone
awkward
cheered.
pause
No.
pause for clapter that didn't
Yeah.
happen.
That being said, apparently,
Selvig.
looking at discussion threads, people did cheer in some theaters. But why?
Why? Yeah,
It's the side character.
it's
Oh my
Darcy.
god, I love WandaVision.
Yeah.
The
Selvig
girl
was
behind, the girl
there.
behind me in the theater said, "I love her," and then the guy said, "What's she from?" And then the girl said, "Two broke girls," and I was like,
Too
"Oh."
broad. That's funny. It's like I did like that they brought them back, because her and Selvig, because they're obviously big parts of Jane's story. It would have been cool, I guess, to get like a big Thor 1 reunion, but I mean, we had this movie
the
moves
four of them together
at
would've been nice.
breakneck speed, so Sif was there too for 2 seconds, 2.5 maybe.
I thought she was gonna have a bigger role.
She
I
could
thought
use
you
that.
thought she'd have any role.
Well, it was
Yeah.
confirmed she was in the movie. Yeah, and they didn't really. set
She had
anything up with her.
she had the helmet though. That was cool.
She
She
had
was
the
wearing the
helmet.
outfit.
I did
The red and
hate.
white
I did
suit.
hate that whole line though of like, "Oh shit!" Like,
Yeah, she was just kind of just there
I
for a
liked it.
joke. Which everything was there for a joke.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I thought it was just a weird scene.
It was
It's
a
just-
comedy.
I don't this movie was, I mean, like I said, I think it's exactly what we were promised it would be. And that's why I'm surprised at how people are reacting to it. Cause like I thought people would expect it, you know? Like when people were disappointed by Doctor Strange, that was kind of like, oh shit, no. Like people thought Doctor Strange was going to be something else. But
Mhm.
this, I really feel like we were told from day one, this is exactly what this
Like
movie is
it
going
was a
to
box
be.
of cereal that says this is what you're getting, and you pour that
Exactly,
cereal and
yeah.
you're like, yeah.
Oh, this is shit. It tastes like shit. It's like, well, yeah.
Which is why I went to the theaters like, man, I'm gonna hate this.
Yeah, exactly. It was I don't even like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Want to
It was so
do
dumb.
Valkyrie?
She was in it. She was in it way less than I thought she would be.
Really?
See, I
I
thought
think
it was
so.
more. I thought Valkyrie. I
Really?
didn't expect Valkyrie to be on the mission like at all.
Well, I
thought it was
assume
more
because I
too.
think she's like a big character, but I don't know. I guess I thought there would be more. Like this was probably stupid of me to think that there would be more like how she runs Asgard, like. But
The
No, we
day-to-day
were to see that.
operations of
yeah,
Asgard.
I genuinely thought there would be anything on like how is she different as king than like Odin or something. But I
Oh,
guess
yeah, that would have been nice to see.
Taurus can show up. That's cool. I would
Yeah,
go. Would you go to New Asgard? Didn't you say you wouldn't yesterday?
I said I don't like that it's a tourist destination, and you asked, "Well, would I go?" And I said, "Well, of course."
Well, yeah, but why would it not be a
It
tourist
is
destination?
weird how they
The,
have an ice cream
the
shop.
Infinity Gauntlet ice cream
Yeah,
shop.
that's
That
true.
was strange.
It's a bit
That's
who did
odd.
that? Like whose idea was that? It was
Yeah.
definitely someone who didn't get snapped. So I don't see the big
What,
deal. It's just a
what was it
glove.
called again? Like, what was the name of the shop?
Infinity
like Infinity
cones or
Cones.
something.
Infinity
Yeah.
Cons, which is
Yeah.
kind of genius and funny, but like,
Mhm.
In the real
Well,
world, sure, but
maybe
in
it
the
was in reference
like I could see
to
that being
Tony
at like a
Stark.
Disney, like at a Disney amusement park, like an Infinity Cones ice
Maybe
cream
it's
shop.
Tony Stark's Infinity Gauntlet, not Thanos.
but it
It's
was
in reference.
gold.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know it was
it was
gold.
like
Yeah, I know.
that's why I was looking like if it was red, I think it'd be okay. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little odd in universe.
Someone who
But
got
yeah,
snapped away gets like mad PTSD, like when they see.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
the
And then
scenes-
definitely the flavors are definitely named after the Infinity Gems too. If you go in, it's like the Mind Stone Gelato. You're like, oh no. But
the scenes
dude, the
Valkyrie
Guardians are
was
this
in
movie
was-
too.
Mind Stone Mocha.
Yeah.
Valkyrie though, like her reason for being in the plot was kind of just like, oh, she's a popular character, so we're gonna put her in because
Mhm.
they even say
People
like,
liked her in the last one, yeah.
yeah, they even say as they're
Same with
leaving,
Korg.
she's just like, I'm coming because I'm bored here, so I'm gonna
Mhm.
come with you guys. So
It
it's
was
like
the same
oh,
with
okay.
Korg too.
Yeah, Korg was popular in the last one.
I
crazy how
hated Korg.
Korg-
I hated
Yeah,
Korg in
okay,
this.
going on to
It's
Korg. I hate him.
crazy. It's crazy how Korg went from like just the side character in Planet Hulk to now he's like Thor's goofy sidekick in movies.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
it is. I was thinking about that. I was like, this guy's like, this is a Planet Hulk character who dies, and
yeah, that's a good point.
yeah,
And now
he's
now
Thor's
he's-
goofy sidekick.
People
Who's
see him
just
as the
saying
Thor
wacky,
character.
stupid stuff. He's a whistling or something.
I
What about
didn't like him in this.
the goats?
Well,
They screamed the entire movie.
Yeah,
there
that
was not a second where they were there and they weren't screaming.
it was funny
Yeah.
at first. I admit, I thought it was funny at first.
Was
but-
it funny at first?
Who
I
was the
thought
one?
it
Who
was.
was the one who was gonna shoot at the Guardian ship? I was really hoping she was gonna shoot him.
Nebula.
Nebula?
Nebula,
Yeah.
that was Nebula.
The
I remember
Guardians
who
were
did it.
in this movie too. That was I genuinely
For
I
5
thought they would
minutes.
come back at any point.
Yeah, I thought they'd be in the
And
the
they
final
didn't
act.
need to. Like I'm not
No.
annoyed that they're like, oh, I'm not like, oh, they wasted the Guardians, but they were like, oh, it'll set up things for Guardians of the Galaxy 3. What did it set? It just set up the team that we already knew. Kragl's got
Yeah.
a wife or something. I don't know. Who knows?
I like the. It's like the most low effort Chris Pratt that you ever see. Like every scene, he's kind of just mailing it in. He's kind of just like,
Yeah, they didn't even. It's like
yeah,
they didn't
move on
even
with
do
your
his
life,
hair.
Thor."
Drax had one
like-
line.
Yeah, Mantis, I don't think said a word.
Well, Dave
No.
Bautista wants a Drax solo movie for some reason. So
I think Dave is out. He said like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not doing it anymore. So
He's
he's
tired
gonna
of
be
it.
Bane.
least- yeah, I don't know. I think the Guardians. I thought they would be there more because I think everyone agrees. At least I think everyone agrees that like the Thor Guardians of the Galaxy stuff in Infinity War and Endgame is great.
It is.
Like it's a lot of fun. That
It is.
duo, that mixture is fun. And I
Yeah.
thought they would do more with that, but I guess not.
That's a good point. Yeah, because
You know,
I guess because Taika just wanted to do his own Thor thing, and he
But
got
why
rid of
were
those
they in
Guardians
it then?
right away.
was that like a studio thing?
They're in it because probably after Endgame they didn't have plans. Love and Thunder wasn't written yet.
I know, but I'm saying like they could have just not put them in the movie. He could have just been like, "Oh, I hung out with them for 10 minutes and then that was it."
People would probably complain.
Would they? Would people
I
complain that
think.
the Guardians of the Galaxy weren't there?
Well, because at the end of Endgame, they're together.
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
I was
I mean, I
really
don't care.
expecting. Well, wasn't Guardians 3 supposed to come out before this?
Guardians 3 got delayed because James Gunn got fired.
Yeah. So if Guardians
So,
3 came out first,
it was
then
probably
would've been-
supposed to come out before this, but also he got fired in like 2018. I mean, I don't know.
Mhm.
The timeline of that movie is bizarre. It was probably going to come out in like probably last year, I would assume.
Mhm.
But I think this was also supposed to come out last year. I mean, COVID pushed everything back, obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
We talk Korg, we talk Valkyrie. Yeah, I hated Korg too.
I hated Korg.
He was
You
annoying.
don't
When
like
he
the-
died,
you don't
I was
like the-
genuinely hoping he would be dead. Like,
Same.
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
oh,
Dwayne.
hey,
I was like,
they
you know
killed
what?
him
This
off.
movie's got stakes. And
You didn't
then
like the
his
Rock
face was
joke.
up.
The Dwayne the
I
Rock
thought
joke.
the Rock joke was funny.
Honestly, I wouldn't have even picked
I
it
didn't
up
even
though.
get it.
Like if
Yeah.
Harper didn't point that out to me the night before that his name was Dwayne, I would have never realized.
I didn't get it. And then some kid behind us said, Dwayne the Rock. And I went, oh, okay. And that's when it solidified as my favorite MCU movie.
Yeah, yeah, it would be. It would be. Isn't Guardians 2 your second favorite?
Yeah, dude, that movie's good. I don't care what anybody says. It's a great
Fair
movie.
enough. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It is a good movie.
You know why? 'Cause it's fucking stupid.
We kind of covered all the big characters. I guess for moments, we'll kind of review moments here. The black and white planet was so good. The
Shadow
Realm?
World, Shadow Realm
Yeah,
or whatever. Yeah,
Shadow
that was
Realm?
cool.
Oh
Dude,
my
as soon as
God.
they landed, towing ships, I thought that was great.
It was just like the cave scene in Jason Aaron's run, except they couldn't use symbiotes, so they used symbiotes. It was the same thing with like
Necrosword was
tentacles
Interesting,
going
wasn't
there.
it?
Yeah,
I thought the monster. You know what I liked a lot, and I liked how when Thor, either one of them, would hit a monster, the monster would just explode into guts and blood. I thought that was so much fun.
it was
Like
yeah.
it was
like a
cool to
video
just watch
game.
them smash monsters. Yeah, that was cool. You never like how it's been so weird. We never really get to see Thor. Like it took until Infinity War to see him at his peak, and then we only got that for like 10 minutes. You know,
Mhm.
it's cool to see Thor, who's like no battle. He doesn't even need to sweat during a battle. You know, because he's
It is
fought
cool.
so much.
Yeah, it is really
You know?
cool to see that.
Yeah. Also, I
And-
thought the Mjolnir splitting up into little bits, that was cool.
That was cool. That was really
Yeah.
cool. God, the God Room in Eternity.
I hate all of that.
You hate
That's gonna
Eternity?
be a great. That's gonna be a great.
Oh no,
new
I'm sorry.
Rockstars
I thought
video.
you were talking about the gods with Zeus.
No,
Sorry.
I'm talking
Oh.
the end. Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be such a good new Rockstars video where he's like, "Oh, this is this god, and this is this god." I saw the Watcher, I saw Living Tribunal, I saw
Death. Lady
Death
Death.
was definitely there. Yeah, there was another one. There was like Eon or something. It's just a big eyeball.
There
or
was just
something.
there's a few Celestials.
Eternals, not
Yeah.
Eternals. What's her name? Eternity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Celestials were there. Celestials were just there.
Yeah. They watched Thor leave.
Which I guess makes sense. I mean, they're gods, and that not all of them are super important. But it's weird that Eternals. No one in anything since Eternals has mentioned Eternals,
Yeah.
and it blows my mind. There's a fucking celestial that's cracked out of the earth,
In
and
the
no
ocean.
one has ever mentioned it.
I mean, we haven't gotten much since, but yeah, that would have been nice.
We've
to
gotten so much since, dude. We got
No Way
Hawkeye, we got
Home.
Spider-Man, we got Ms. Marvel, we got Moon Knight, we got Thor, we got Doctor Strange. We've gotten so much.
Doctor
since-
Strange. It should have been mentioned in Doctor Strange.
At all, it should have been mentioned in anything at all. That like, oh yeah, I forgot that Earth is an egg. No one has mentioned Eternals. It's
Do you
I-
think
they
that's on
mentioned
purpose? Do you think that's
Kingo
on purpose though?
in
Because
Ms.
Eternals
Marvel.
was kind of like so mid.
I don't know, but it just because they really hyped up Eternals to be like, oh, this is
They
going to
did.
change the MCU forever.
It is
And
the
now that
greatest
it
script
technically has,
Feige's ever read.
they're just ignoring it.
yeah.
Someone needs to mention that. It blows my mind every time a new movie comes out and they haven't mentioned it.
And I don't think it's gonna get mentioned in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Well, maybe it will. Maybe Namor's gonna be real pissed off about that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or maybe,
Maybe.
The one after that is the Marvels. Maybe it'll be mentioned there.
I don't think they're gonna be on Earth much in that movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't assume. I don't know. But the Celestials were just there. That God room, I was a little disappointed, and I know I shouldn't have been, but I was expecting like apparently Bast was there, like the Black Panther, the Panther God. She
Oh,
was
yeah.
there. We knew about that apparently though. but I was expecting. I don't know why I was looking for Khonshu. I
I
mean,
was
it
looking for
doesn't matter.
Khonshu.
Yeah, I was looking for Khonshu. It would have been cool to
Yeah.
see him just sitting there.
You
But
didn't even have to
also
have
people,
lines or
or
anything.
if
You
they,
could just
you know what
have
they
them.
could have done? They could have done something so stupid like Thor like scuffs him in his seat. He's like, "Oh, sorry," and then it's Khonshu's like,
Or he doesn't even have
whatever.
to say anything. You just like look at
Yeah,
Thor, then look back.
yeah. But
Like,
then the audience, the audience needs something. He needs them to say something because you know how people are. That would have been a
yeah,
great reaction in
but
the
I don't know.
theater,
I
I
think it would have
guess.
been
But
fine if he just to
there
see
was
him.
so many gods there too of like
Yeah,
everything, and then there was the god of dumplings, which apparently was a big controversy before this movie came out for Harper.
it is out of
I
place.
I didn't think it was that dumb. I did not think that joke was the end of the world. I thought, see what I thought, because the way he described it is like, oh, this dumpling joke is terrible. I thought that was going to be the post-credit scene or something, where like the dumpling would come back and like
Yeah,
be a
I thought
character.
someone was gonna like eat the dumpling, and that was gonna be the post credit scene.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
thought Gore would cut him in half, but no, we don't see
That would have been
gods
funny
in this.
though. That would have
We
been
don't see gods
funny
die.
if he got cut in
Christian
half and
Bale
like
biting
his,
into the dumpling comment.
that would have actually been funny though, and like pork spills out or whatever.
Yeah, I think that would have been
Maybe they
fine. But
deleted that scene.
why would you have gods die in a movie about a god butcher?
Yeah,
We're not
that's a
gonna
bit
get that.
morbid.
We're not
Don't
gonna
you
get
think?
that at
You guys
all.
want murders in this movie? It's a movie
Listen,
for
they killed the
5-year-olds.
greatest god of all time, Zeus.
So
And then they didn't though.
Eternity's in this movie, and Eternity doesn't move or doesn't speak, but I think it's still really cool to see. It's still
Yeah, I was
he
confused
looks
at the
so
fact
cool.
that they've not at all. They didn't at all build that up. They were just like, "Oh, it's eternity." Like as soon as you get it's like 2 minutes into the movie and you see eternity, I was like, okay." Like we're just jumping into this. Apparently,
Yeah,
I, I thought it was an interesting way to do his god bomb, where he's not building a literal bomb, but he's just wishing to God that they will kill all the gods, which is a
Isn't
bit of a
that
yeah.
kind
weird
of
thing.
ironic though? That
Yeah,
like you're
maybe that's
asking the
part of the
god to
point.
kill gods.
Maybe that's part of the point where it's like he's a hypocrite because he is. That's what he learns, I guess. It's weird that it's also interesting that Gore got a vague redemption. You know,
Mhm.
he doesn't stay evil or hateful throughout the entire movie. I guess that's all for like I guess that's like, for Christian Bale, where he's like, I'm an actor. I have to have like layers to this character. Sure. But I
I
thought it was interesting
was
that Gore like
Yeah.
becomes redeemed.
Well,
For a
not
quick second,
redeemed,
I
but
thought he
like
was gonna
he
wish
gives up.
that Jane was still
Yeah, he gives
alive,
up.
and I was like, please don't do this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
thought
was
so
hoping.
too.
Yeah, that would have been so weird, dude. I was like, can you please not
Like
cure
you
her
taught me to
cancer
love
with?
again, Thor.
Yeah,
I wish Jane
can
was
you
still
not
alive,
cure
and
her
she's good.
cancer with space magic?
That would
That's
have
like
been bad.
weird. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be awful.
yeah.
I,
Your
I
cancer's
was
cured, Jane.
I was kind of hoping that he would wish like gods would die, and then Eternity would give him the bomb or something like that. Because he
Mhm.
does use gods in
But
the
that would have been
comics.
in like another
He
half
uses
hour.
he gets the bomb by using the god of bombs. That's how the god bomb
I know, but
comes.
he's using them as like slaves, though.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
never like he's never praying to them like how he's pretty much praying to
Yeah,
eternity.
he goes on his knees and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's a good
That was
point.
interesting. It was the necro sword. I thought was interesting because they do exactly what they did in God Bomb, where they don't even explain it. They're just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's an evil sword that's really strong, which is smart. You don't want people to expect null. Hopefully, I don't. I hope people didn't. Didn't someone expect them in your theater?
Yeah, the guy behind me when the credits start, he says, "Okay, in this in credit, I'm gonna scream because we're gonna see Null." And then we saw Hercules, and he goes,
Thank
"I don't know who that is."
thank God we didn't get null. Like,
Yeah,
thank God. I mean, obviously, we were never gonna get him. Like, that was
it's
never
Sony.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah. Thank God that didn't happen. Thank God they didn't even mention it. Thank God they didn't show a black, figure or anything that had the necro sword. They didn't tease it at all.
I
They
would have
cut
been
all
okay
that
with that.
nonsense.
I would have been happy with that.
No, but then because then people would expect null. I don't
Yeah,
want null.
yeah. I wouldn't mind Null in like 10 years.
Or I wouldn't mind him in the Venom universe, but I think he should stay away from the MCU.
If
I
we
really
do
hope so.
Venom, because there is a symbiote in the MCU now, so if we do Venom
Oh fuck.
in like
Yeah.
Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man 5, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind a King and Black storyline, but this would be like years down the line. I want to see Miles before I see Null.
I don't know. I think we have so much to get to before Null. I think Null sucks. I mean, I've gone on record saying that. I
Yeah,
think I don't need to see him, and I'm happy that they didn't even vaguely reference him.
yeah. They didn't have
So
to. He's not
yeah,
referenced in God Butcher. He's not referenced in God Bomb. He didn't need to.
yeah. Well, technically he appears in them, but that was all retcons nonsense. You know how it is.
Yeah, saying, "Oh, that character was null." And so,
Yeah.
but
Which was
For a really
cool.
quick second, I thought when Thor didn't get any help from like any of the gods in the god room, for some reason I was like, maybe they're gonna do like future Thor is gonna show up here and help him, like old man
Probably.
Thor, like how
oh,
in
that would have
the
been so cool.
storyline. And I was like, and I was thinking like, wait, maybe they just set that up. Like, no god helps him; he's got to help himself. But it didn't happen.
that would have been
Yeah,
so
they didn't
cool.
do. I was expecting. Well, I wasn't expecting young Thor, but I think it's interesting that there was also no young Thor.
Yeah.
But I guess Gore in this movie started his god butchering like 20 minutes ago. You know, like
Fair.
right before the movie started. They don't establish a timeline at all.
Yeah,
It
So-
would have been so cool if old Thor was teaming up with young Thor. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I have the first appearance of Gore. I just remember. I wonder how much that's going for.
Well, I have the first appearance of Jane.
I wonder
So,
how much. I wonder if these dropped or not.
Yeah.
Because in the end,
You think
spoiler, Jane doesn't make it.
that was insane? I was really not expecting to kill her like that.
I was hoping she wouldn't die yet.
Well, I think because of the way the post-credit scene goes, I assume maybe a war of the gods or a war of the realms type thing. I don't know. Something interesting. I mean, Hercules is there, and he looks like Hercules from the comic books, which is cool, I
He
guess.
does. Mhm.
And he's going to attack Asgard or something. But then Heimdall's back in the post-credit scene, and I don't think they would just bring him back for that because Idris Elba's popular. People like him.
Yeah.
There's no reason to waste him,
Yeah.
and they already did.
Yeah.
And you have Natalie Portman who will do it forever. Just
Yeah.
do it forever. You know?
They could do
Wouldn't that
Mighty
be cool?
Valkyrie.
You think she'd be Valkyrie?
I think she could be Mighty Valkyrie. I was
Well, I
hoping
guess-
they'd say because Valkyrie is real name is Runa. And I was hoping they call her Runa to kind of leave room for Jane to be Valkyrie.
Well, she's not that Valkyrie though, is she?
Who? Huh?
Well, she's not like that comic book Valkyrie.
Yeah, but I mean they're the same
She's
character.
a Valkyrie. Isn't it implied that her girlfriend that died is regular Valkyrie or something?
Yeah, it's implied
So-
that, but like that's her role as a Valkyrie, but she has a name and it's Runa.
Yeah.
So I was
They
wondering.
do
if
just
they're
call her
gonna
King Valkyrie.
Yeah,
They never say her actual name.
Jane
That's
calls
true.
her Val, which I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that could work, I guess. But yeah, like just call her Runa. so then,
Yeah, that's true.
so then you could have Jane become Valkyrie later on.
Valkyrie,
but-
that would be cool. She dies. Jane does die in the comics.
Yeah,
and
she
comes
does.
Back. So
She goes
I
to
guess
Valhalla, so-
they've set that up.
she goes Valhalla, and then she leaves Valhalla as a
And
Valkyrie.
Thor did take his hammer back.
Yep, which I
And
like.
he's raising Gore's kid.
Yeah,
What
okay.
a choice.
That's odd.
When he got the hammer back, I'm like, oh, maybe they're gonna save the axe for Beta Ray Bill, like in the future.
I
Like,
thought-
that's
I
why
thought
Thor
that
got the
too.
hammer back. And then she's using it. Why?
Love.
That thing's bigger than she is.
Yeah, let's give this to a child. It's
Love
Chris
and
Hemsworth's
Thunder.
real daughter, but
Gosh.
I don't
That's
know.
his real daughter.
Yeah, that's his real daughter.
That's okay.
So that's wholesome. That's nice. But I don't know. The idea of Thor raising the God Butcher's daughter that was revived by eternity, it's just like okay.
It's interesting, I think, because it's like the whole movie is about choosing love over anger and love over hatred, and I get that. But it is a bit weird that he's going to be raising the daughter,
Of
the
the God
reincarnated
Butcher.
daughter of the God Butcher. Yeah,
Yeah.
he should have been real. It would have been a way different movie if he just killed her in that mindscape.
But also
If Thor was like, absolutely not.
next
He
appearance.
just kills the little.
Yeah. Eats her.
Yeah. Oh, because it's apparently what Asgardians used to do in
Yeah,
these.
eat children.
I
Like-
hated that scene so much.
It's so weird. Thor ate children.
Yeah, canonically. Was it human children? I mean, maybe it wasn't human children.
Maybe.
Maybe if it was like alien, maybe it was those chicken people at the beginning of the movie. He ate like their children.
Eh, still kind of messed up.
Those chicken people, by the way, throwing up the horns. It's a real metal movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Taika. But it's just because next appearance, if it's not Thor 5, then Thor's next appearance, is he gonna have like a little girl with him the whole time? It's just I don't really like the idea.
I don't think
Oh,
so. I don't know. Where does Thor go next?
They did say Thor will return.
Yeah, it does say that.
Oh,
but is it-
thanks. Is that what it said?
Yeah, I don't know. I
It-
know you can't read
I
JD.
couldn't read.
Where though?
Avengers 5.
But I feel like that's still a ways away. Do they make Thor 5? Do you think?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they set it up with as long as this makes money. I mean, they set it up with Hercules, but
Do you think Thor? But I think it'll be like an event thing. I don't think it'll be like a War of the Gods type thing.
I guess
Because-
they've been doing Thor 5.
Yeah.
Just you
Well, I'm
don't have
saying, I
many
think-
Thor characters left, especially because they just cut off Jane and Cork.
Well,
Doesn't
but
count as the
they've
Thor
but they
character.
introduced Valhalla so they could bring back all the Warriors 3 or whatever.
Oh, the disrespect the Warriors to God in this
they
movie.
got violated.
Who did he say?
Yeah.
Just said those guys or something. right?
Yeah, they talk about their deaths and just to say whoever that was. I don't know those guys. I like the
I like
Warriors
that.
3. I like the Warriors 3
I don't
a lot,
care
so
about
I
'em.
was like, man, that's disrespect.
Andrew,
Okay.
Hogan, Volstagg. Oh,
Yeah.
Volstagg.
Darcy got more love in this movie than the Warriors 3. How does that make you feel, Hunter?
I really like Volstagg. I want to see more of him.
You
I
wanna see
rewatched
more
Ragnarok.
Thor?
Darcy and
and
her hot Cheetos.
I rewatched Ragnarok and I forgot that like Fandral and Volstagg have no lines. They just get
Yeah.
stabbed.
And then Hogan's like, whoever
Hogan-
you are.
yeah,
And
Hogan
she's
has a
like, what do you
few.
mean, whoever I am? Like, I literally just explained my evil plot.
Yeah.
I like Hella. I think these villains have been good so far. I mean, they're better than what's his name? Malekith.
Malekith.
However you say it. Yeah.
Yeah, Malekith was worse.
This is not the worst Thor movie. Dark World's terrible. Everyone knows that. I don't even think I don't really care for the first Thor either. I really don't.
I like it.
And I think there's absolutely a reason that people didn't care for those movies. And that there's absolutely a reason that Ragnarok kind of needed to happen so that people actually cared about Thor again.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, maybe we've swung the pendulum too far, where now we have people that don't care about the goofy side. And do you go back to stoic Thor? Now he's going to be a dad, so I don't know.
I don't think you can return back to stoic. Like, he's too goofy at this point.
Yeah, but like, because that's the thing is like now there was a disconnect with Thor from the audience when he was stoic and nobody cared. And that's like the truth is no one really cared about Thor. He was nobody's favorite Avenger until Ragnarok and Infinity War. And I think Infinity War, people will say, has the best balance of goofy Thor and serious Thor. And it absolutely does. And now it's just, what do you do now? You've done it all. Thor has gone on the longest journey of any character in the MCU so far.
Yeah.
And he's done so much. And he also is 1,500 years old. So he's lived so long.
Mhm.
What do you do with Thor now? Like, obviously they set up, oh, he's a dad or whatever. But do you make more? Does Thor go on forever? Does Chris Hemsworth keep making Thor movies until he's like 70?
Yeah,
And
make
he
him
plays
the
old
All-Father.
Thor?
Do all.
Yeah,
Father
exactly.
Thor. Yeah, I want
But
to see that.
yeah,
I'd like to see that. I mean,
that would be cool. But
I would say,
I wonder at what point he's got to retire at some point, right? He's
Don't-
got to call it quits one day.
yeah, of course. Don't do Thor 5 anytime soon. Do Avengers 5. Make that his next.
But I'm
appearance.
also wondering, like, he's got to meet Loki again, right?
Yeah.
He's got to
gotta
meet
have-
Loki. When does that happen? I can already see the joke where he can go, "Oh, who's this?" And it's Sylvie, and she's like, other him, and he hits on her, and then Loki's like, "Oh, that's me," and he's like, "That's you, but aren't you with her?" And they could do that whole joke. They'll do that. I can already see it.
I'm already
They have to
rolling my
meet-
eyes.
I can see that too. Like Chris
Yeah.
Hemsworth, the Scrussies are like, I'm happy for you.
Yeah, exactly. I can see that. Yeah, because they have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got to meet Loki again, and maybe that'll be in the next whatever the Kang story eventually ends up as.
Yeah, if Kang is the next villain for Avengers, because I think they're setting up Secret Wars, but I don't think that's the next Avengers movie. So
Yeah, they'll do like Avengers Forever or whatever that.
Yeah, so if they do another Avengers story with Kang, then Thor will be in that, and maybe Loki can be in that too. And
Does
then
the
they'll
future
do
Thor movie do Beta Ray Bill or no?
in the end credit probably.
I think it's incredible that we have not gotten Beta Ray Bill yet.
I
think
hate
it's
it. I wish-
bizarre.
4 Thor movies and no Beta Ray Bill at all.
And I know that he's technically in Ragnarok. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, there's.
I thought he was going to be the post credits reveal. I thought the post credit reveal was going to be that he was like this guy that the gods kept in like a dungeon, like as like a weapon or something. And it was going
Yeah.
to be Beta Ray Bill to go send and kill the gods, but it was
Cool.
Hercules or whatever.
Yeah.
Hercules, which I don't think is a reveal because it's Greek mythology. Like who else was? It's not going to be
Everyone
I
expects.
was going to say Superman. Obviously, it wouldn't be Superman, but yeah, it's not going to be something that's going to blow people's minds. But
Yeah.
And what was the second post credits? Oh, it was Valhalla. I already forgot. That was it was a short movie.
Uh,
man.
Heimdall's son's floating head.
Oh,
haunting
that
my
was
dreams.
the worst. That was the worst. Like this when your Zoom background glitches.
Loved it.
It literally looked like Harper on.
You guys hear that?
Was that
Yeah,
lightning
was
or
that a knock on
thunder?
your
That was
window?
thunder.
Dude, you should not be criticizing this movie
Oh,
anymore.
Thor.
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
You better apologize to Thor right
Oh my
now.
God, it's not even raining.
What else is thunder?
Oh Jesus, dude! The air conditioning just turned on in my house too, and I thought that was thunder. I was like, "Oh, guys, we got to stop right now."
All right, final rating 10 out of 10. I love Zeus in it.
I hate the way he talks. I like this.
JD, did you laugh when you said the orgy joke on the 7th time?
Did you laugh at all, JD?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if there was a joke that got me.
Well, because
First
I know you don't. You
First
don't
goats
laugh.
got me.
Nope, didn't get me.
Okay, what else?
Give me the joke
Oh,
that you laughed
The
at.
best joke for me was
I
the
don't remember
flashback
anymore.
where it's Jane and Thor's relationship, and
Oh
they're
yeah,
at a
it's
restaurant.
2
and,
plates.
and no, not that. It's
Oh, I thought that one
it's
was
when
good.
they're at the restaurant. Thor's like, "Oh, gotta go," and points his phone. It's Nick Fury's calling.
It said Nick Furry.
Yeah, Nick Fury. He's like,
I thought the one where he's like, "Well, I gotta stay here and clean all this bloody stuff," and she's like, "It's 2 plates."
yeah, I gotta stay up
Yeah.
all night and clean all this. I thought that flashback montage was fun. I
Yeah.
thought that was a good scene. You can't think of any jokes that
So
got you. You never laughed once.
I'm trying to think if there was anything that made me laugh, but I can't think of one like that.
Nick Fury made me laugh, or Nick Fury.
Nick Furry. It's so
I think
so stupid, dude.
the goats at first and Nick Fury were the two that made me laugh.
I think that goats joke though. I think it's like 10 years late.
Oh,
Goats were like popular when like it was like Taylor Swift videos, and it'd be like, oh, and then she does the high
Yeah.
and it's a goat.
yeah. Real quick, what did you guys think of Thor enchanting the children?
Oh, I thought that was cool because it spread out like the Yggdrasil. You noticed that, like the world
Yeah,
tree.
like the world tree. Yeah.
That was cool. It was stupid. Oh, I know. I love that little girl with the teddy bear and it's shooting out lasers. I thought that was
Power of
fun.
Thor.
I loved it.
That sequence is only like 5 seconds where she's like spinning the teddy bear. I hated all
Yeah.
5 seconds of it.
Oh, come on. You didn't even
I didn't like
that?
it either. I didn't
Nope.
like it
Oh,
either.
come on.
Yeah.
It felt like a commercial to me, like when she's like spinning like that. I don't know. I didn't feel
It felt like what Shazam did, but bad. Like giving everyone their powers is just.
Oh
not as
yeah.
good.
I like Shazam and I like this. So
Yeah. I
I'm
don't know.
taking both sides.
Final rating.
I don't know, man. 10 out of 10. I don't know. I just liked it. I
mean, you had it. You
love
had it. What in your MCU? It was like 13th,
It's like 15, yeah.
15.
Something
Out
like
of
that.
how many now?
29.
29,
Oh, they're
I
like,
think.
yeah. Well, including shows. It's
Well,
like
you have all the
30
shows on
something.
your letterbox day.
Yeah. I think it must be at like
I think 20. It is. There's 29 movies.
29
and
movies. So I have it at
5 in total.
I have it at 14. So it's actually like nearly halfway point.
At the midway pack.
Okay.
I really can't decide whether or not I
Sure.
like Ragnarok or this one less.
I
Still
think I
part
like
and Ragnarok isn't even like recent in my mind. Still part of me thinks that I like Ragnarok less. So
I think
I
Ragnarok
get-
is stupider. I think Ragnarok is way stupider than this one.
Ragnarok has Thor
So-
being taken out by.
But I hate
electricity.
Zeus.
You don't like.
he's so
But
fucking
bro,
stupid.
he's you.
And I don't love Ragnarok as much as like a lot of other people do. Like I just really like it because I do like. No, but you know, like people love Ragnarok. People think Ragnarok's the best
that's
Marvel
true. That's
movie.
true.
Yeah, like when I came out of it, I remember being disappointed when I first saw it, but I've come around to it. I feel like I do like this one more. I think this one is more balanced than Ragnarok. in
So
a
this
way.
is your favorite Thor movie.
I think this is my favorite Thor movie. Yeah.
All right. I give it a
Yeah.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
good
Yeah, I was
reaction.
thinking. I don't know what I was thinking about. I was like, do I accept that
For
from you?
me,
But
out of
yeah, I don't care.
35 MCU projects is number 23.
23. What's the
I don't
bottom?
hate it. Iron Man 2.
Damn, I think mine is
Wait,
Thor the Dark
give me
World.
everything that's below this one right now.
Okay, so Thor: Love and Thunder. After that, I have Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye sucks. I'm
After
sorry.
that, I have Moon Knight, which
Okay.
disappointed me. Then Black Widow.
Midnight.
Then Eternals. Then The Incredible Hulk. Captain Marvel, Ant-Man, Iron Man 3.
Ant-Man's good.
It's kind of boring to me. Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is worse. Thor, Dark World, and Iron Man 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
The bottom of the MCU barrel.
Yeah,
Well,
my
I mean,
my
me
bottom
too,
5
yeah.
has the first 2 Thor movies in it. Where's Thor 1 in yours?
Thor 1 is number 19.
No, so that's still not that great. What's the
Yeah,
best
I
Thor
mean-
movie? It's Ragnarok.
For me, it's Thor 1.
So 19.
Yeah.
And you love Thor.
I love Thor.
And people don't even know that about you too.
I love
Yeah,
Thor.
no one ever knew it.
But Infinity War is my second favorite. Avengers is number 4.
And he's arguably the best character in that too.
Yeah. Endgame's number 8. What else does he appear in? Age of Ultron's number 16. So I like his appearances in things that aren't a solo stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, that might be the unfortunate truth about Thor.
Well, what do you guys rate it out of 10?
I don't know, 7,
7?
7.5, 8. I don't know.
I mean, obviously, I'm well below both of you, but I don't know if I could put a number on it yet. 4, 3.
Oh, man.
2?
That's
It's a hard one to rate. It's a hard one to rate out of 10.
3.
3 is so bad.
Oh
dude.
my god.
I don't like the movie.
But Zeus was just like you.
I hate. First of all, I hate Russell Crowe.
You hate Russell Crowe?
What?
Oh my god, this is a new
Man of
reveal.
Steel.
I'll
Sure.
stop it with
No,
the
I
Man of
thought
Steel.
We'll join
like
you
he's
in the
Zeus.
sun.
Like he's kind of fat.
Yeah,
I think that's the goof,
gold-plated
though. The
abs.
goof. That's the joke, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm willing to defend anything stupid about this movie by going, "That was the point."
Yeah, and that's 100% fair
Thor
because
Yeah.
it probably
butchers
was the
him.
point. I mean, this guy wrote Scooby Doo, but like,
Yeah.
oh wait, no, that was James Gunn.
That was James Gunn, yeah. Taika. I mean, has Taika written anything really
Man,
stupid?
A Thor movie by James Gunn would be fun.
Nah, I don't know
that'd be
about
better.
that.
I think that'd be better.
You already
I
got
don't
it.
think.
It's called
I don't think
Ragnarok.
James Gunn.
Thor butchered Zeus. I know he lived at the end, but he butchered Zeus.
Who's mad?
I was
He killed
happy
his
when
boy.
Zeus died, but how did not one god like react to that?
Intervene. Yeah, they all just got sat
There was
there
like,
and
oh,
watched.
Zeus is dead. Is the orgy still on? Like, what?
Yeah, that's a good point. No one moved.
What are the odds of there
Love
being
and
an orgy
thunder.
joke in Thor 5 since it's like
If Taika directs it, there'll be at
Well,
least 9.
there was 2 in Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
There was like 7 in this one.
Yeah,
let's say 6. So 3 times the amount. So the next one will have 18.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have a Korg's son in the next movie, and he's gonna
Yeah.
be even more annoying than Korg?
Yeah.
Oh, what's he gonna be called though? If the
They're
guy's
gonna
name
make
is
him, they're gonna
Dwayne.
make the son Kevin Hart. Oh,
Oh
God.
God.
Oh wow,
Oh no.
I like it.
And
like
Dwayne
it.
will
I
be
hate
an
it.
actual character voiced by The Rock. Okay, cool.
I
News
like
of the
it.
week.
What's up, jabronis?
Not a lot of news of the week, real quick. Speaking of The Rock and Zachary Levi will be at Comic-Con at separate times, both on Saturday, but completely separate times to talk about their movies and never mention the other movies. Probably, I don't think Black Adam or Shazam: Fury of the Gods will tie into each other at all.
I think Shazam might mention Black Adam.
Yeah, I
That's
Yeah,
hope so.
I was thinking the other way. The Black Adam end credit scene. It's so easy. Just him seeing like a news report about a new champion. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll do that. I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling that The
Do
Rock
you
is doing his
think-
own thing.
Do you think they'll announce anything?
No, because
'Cause
DC's
they're like-
not going. This is the first year in forever since DC's not going, but Black Adam and Shazam are. But they're
they'll
not
announce
announcing.
They'll announce Black Adam too.
Wait for DC fandom. They will.
Oh yeah, I forgot about DC.
Because like
fandom.
Marvel
How could I forget about
Studios
DC
is
fandom?
going. Marvel Studios is going. Kevin Feige's
So-
going to announce a ton, but
Well, I don't know if he'll announce a ton. Apparently, what they said was that he might announce. They might focus on one movie. That'd be Black Panther. I think
hope
all
they
he needs to
announce
do.
one.
I can see it as well. I can see this. He could Kevin Feige, because you know how he loves to do this. He would come out and be like, "I'm going to say the 2 words everyone's been waiting to say." And everyone waits for Secret Wars, and he's like, "Power Pack," and he'll announce that or something. You know how he is. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is just go out and say the words Secret Wars. And that's it.
and the
He
role
doesn't need to like
explodes.
show the title thing. He doesn't need to
Tyler,
say
your head would
anything
literally
about.
explode if you said that.
I would die. I would have an aneurysm. My brain would explode like black.
I think we need a bit more before Secret Wars. I'd like to see like the Fantastic
But he could just
Four get a
say
lot
it
more
though. I'm saying
development.
he could just
Yeah.
talk. He could just
I
say
mean-
it is coming.
Oh,
He said
what
we're
if
gonna
he
get
comes
the-
out with Howard Stern in a Doctor Doom mask? And says it?
Yeah, perfect Doctor Doom suit, takes off the mask and it's Howard Stern.
Howard Stern.
I hope you guys get used to this face because I'm not going to be wearing this mask very often.
Do you think they'll announce the Fantastic Four cast?
That's my one hope. That's all I want. Or a director. Like, give
Yeah,
us something.
I want something.
Give
I
us
want the
something.
Fantastic Four, please.
Zac Efron is the Human Torch. No.
Zac Efron as Mr. Fantastic.
Michael Chiklis as the thing.
as the thing again. Dwayne is the thing. Oh,
So we got the Captain America director was announced.
yeah, that
which
was weird.
is, Captain
It's the
America
dude that
4.
directed that Netflix Cloverfield movie.
I didn't like that.
Cloverfield
The
Paradox.
Cloverfield Paradox.
I didn't see
Yeah.
it.
Though apparently he's made another movie, which was
Julius
pretty good.
Ona, that's his name.
Yeah, apparently whatever the other movie he made was that wasn't Cloverfield Paradox was good. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I think people put too much on what directors have previously done.
I agreed.
Because like you could always bring up that the Russo brothers were because they directed like episodes of Community. That's why
Yeah,
they
right.
got picked to do Captain America. So people put too much focus on what the people have directed in the past. So I don't know what to expect from this. You know, it could be anything.
Yeah, it could be.
Apparently, Loose, whatever this movie is that he directed, is good. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Haven't even heard of it really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really have an opinion on this. He's not a director that I know. I've only seen one movie by him. I didn't like it, but I've only seen one movie by him. So
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, it's just cool that we'll get Captain America 4.
The Hollywood Reporter, which is a reliable source for news, pretty much don't talk about leaks. They always talk about real things. Said that Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio
Oh,
are coming
well,
back for Echo.
technically, they got this from the Weekly Planet podcast, which is a podcast that Harper and I listen to, and they had the scoop, and they have this segment called Hot Scoop or Shot of Poop. And the reason they call it that is because if their scoop gets picked up by a website or a news source, they need the website to cite from the Hot Scoop or Shot of Poop segment, right? So it was actually their scoop, this podcast scoop.
That's cool.
So and the Hollywood Reporter said it, they were like, according to the Weekly Planet, Mr. Sunday Movies. You can continue anyway. I'm sorry. I just needed to clarify. Hot Scoop, Shot of Poop.
Okay. But yeah, Daredevil and Kingpin are confirmed. I mean, we knew this. It's been a rumor that's been reported by pretty much every leaker ever has been talking about this. So we knew it going in. It was kind of obvious too from where the story's heading, but now it seems to be official. So still no word on Daredevil. Sorry, Thor.
Just
no
not
word.
happy with you, man.
Let's talk about Thor again. Okay. Still no word on
It's the
Daredevil
sound of my
appearing.
lightning.
They said 3 episodes Daredevil will be in, and they said 4 episodes Kingpin will be in, and they said Daredevil's subplot is about him trying to find Jessica Jones,
yeah.
which is interesting. I don't know what that means, but
A leaker also said Jessica Jones isn't in the show unless she was filmed for an end credit. This is my time to shine.
But just what happened? It makes me wonder what happened to Jessica. Like, what is the story they're going for? What is the search for Jessica Jones?
Because it's not like she disappeared from the MCU, but it's not like her character vanished.
Yeah, like it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, maybe she was snapped, and
but
when she came back, she disappeared.
This opens the door, man. I'm saying they cannot ignore these Netflix characters. They have perfect castings generally. The whole group is perfectly cast, except you could argue Iron Fist, but even then, I don't think that's his fault.
Yeah,
but like Luke Cage is perfectly cast, dude. The fucking Punisher, get out of here. It's perfect. They cannot waste
Daredevil, Jessica.
Yeah.
I feel like putting Daredevil and Kingpin in Echo is like the only way to get people to be excited about Echo.
And I think
that there was just no chance that
unfortunate
anyone was going to watch
it.
Yeah,
that is a little unfortunate. I hope they don't. I hope they don't put too much. I hope that Echo is still a good show, like without them.
But is it gonna
You
be
know?
like Mandalorian and Boba Fett, where it's just like,
Yeah.
scoot over, Echo, it's the Daredevil Kingpin hour.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind.
Like,
I
And I
wouldn't
think the
mind.
fans are gonna be
again,
like,
I don't mind, but like,
yeah.
is that what it's gonna be? Because then why call it Echo?
Yeah, that's a good point. JD,
I think-
you haven't watched Moon Knight or Miss Marvel. Are you going to watch Echo because
watched
of
Moon
this
Knight.
news? Oh, you did? What? Okay.
When did this
I
happen?
watch them when they finish. I tell you
Oh,
this.
are you going to watch Miss Marvel when it
I watch the
finishes?
show when it finishes.
So,
Am I gonna watch Miss Marvel?
yeah.
Ms.
Okay.
Marvel.
Are you going to watch
I,
Echo?
I gotta hear some thoughts about it. I know you like it because like the way it's filmed.
Yeah. I like it a lot. But
You
are
like
you
the
gonna...
jumping scenes in Morbius, so I don't know.
Are you going to watch Echo then?
For Daredevil, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kingpin.
What it makes me wonder if this show was always just going to be like, let's test the grounds for the street level stuff again.
I hope so.
You know, it's like
I
they're
want
spinning
that.
off into spin-offs like Hawkeye. Echo is a Hawkeye spin-off, and then they're going to spin off things from Echo. It's, you know,
Yeah.
it's like they're just testing the waters for what they can reintroduce on the street level.
Yeah, it was like Star Wars Andor. It was a spin-off from a Star Wars spin-off.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
I think
Disney's just doing that now because people want
it's
to
almost
see
like, could this show just have been Marvel Knights or something? You know,
That might have been better marketing as well.
unless they will make a Marvel Knights show.
Yeah, I think if they called it Marvel Knights and it was just the Echo show, I could see the internet being like, "This is just an Echo show." like,
Yeah, but now it's going to be, oh, this show's called Echo, but it's going to be a Daredevil show.
like give us a Marvel Knights after. I prefer a movie
Yeah.
where there's Echo and
'cause
Daredevil.
I think
and all these
if
characters.
they reestablish a street level, they
They
have
might.
to eventually all cross over with Spider-Man.
Please.
Yeah, and especially because Spider-Man is secret street level. He's back on the ground again. You know,
Mhm.
I think, oh, man, everyone just wants to see Daredevil and Spider-Man go on some stupid mission together, right?
Yeah.
And they teased it, they set it up. Just do it. Just give it to us.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
You know, we all want to see Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin versus Tom Holland Spider-Man. We all want to see them punch each other. Like, you know what I mean?
That was another rumor. Apparently, so Kingpin's gonna have an eye patch in this.
Oh yeah,
Because
got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably get rid of it and they'll do like the whole Thor thing
Last
with
time
the
I
fake eye.
trusted somebody, I lost an eye.
I lost an eye.
Trusted a cat.
It's a cat, yeah. But there's also a rumor saying that the show's
Defend
gonna,
that, Tyler, you MCU shill.
I will not. I will not.
apparently this show's gonna end with Kingpin deciding to run for mayor. And they're gonna do the whole
Oh yeah, I did
Oh.
hear about that. Oh, they could
Mayor
do Devil's
Fist.
Reign. That'd be cool.
well, they would do Devil's Reign for a
That's
while,
so
but they could do
new,
the Mayor
but-
Fisk for a few years.
Oh,
at least.
Mayor Fisk would be sick.
I love that. And have him appear in everything in New York. Have him appear in Doctor
just have-
Strange
just-
3.
You know how like there's the Rogers the musical posters in every MCU movie now.
Yeah.
Just do that, but it's just Mayor Fisk.
Yeah. Oh, there's this week. There's Loki 2 set pictures, and there's they're back in time in like the 70s.
Oh,
and there's
they're
posters for
doing some
Kingo.
deep cuts, dude. I saw
Yeah.
that. There was like this Kingo. Apparently, the Squadron Supreme was going to show up.
Yeah.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
But apparently they're going like deep, like D-list, not even D-list, like Z-list characters. Like I don't even know their names. That's how like obscure they
Yeah.
are,
I can see them doing that.
which is cool.
But yeah, Mayor Fisk would be really cool, and it feels like because we are getting a Daredevil show,
Yeah.
not official, but it's pretty much confirmed at this
It's
point.
official,
So I can see Echo setting that up, and maybe
Mhm.
she'll appear in one of those episodes. But in the end, it's going to be about Daredevil. I want Foggy and Karen to come back too. We haven't heard anything on them.
Yeah.
But
I think they also should bring back Elektra and not even explain it.
well, maybe explain a little bit, but
No, but
She's
just
a
be like,
Skrull. She's a
just-
scroll.
yeah,
I just think she was great. She was so good
She
in
was
that show.
good.
She's another perfect cast, and she died twice.
yeah.
I just bring her back. Don't even. I
She's
like
gonna be the new
Elektra. I would like
Loki.
to see more. Do Elektra lives.
And especially that she's Daredevil now. I see Kevin Feige looking at that with like money eyes.
Yeah,
We could do this.
Daredevil. I think might be the. Oh, I don't know if that's actually true. I was gonna say might be the most hyped generally Disney Plus Marvel show.
Yeah, it is
You
for
think
me.
it's true. But I'm just saying, like, as far as the audience is concerned, at least like Marvel fans, it seems people just will not shut up about Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's the
WandaVision
news.
peaked, I think.
Want to talk Batman?
You got a variant?
I got a
Yeah,
variant.
I did too. I also got.
They
the
sold out of
same
the
exact
Jorge one.
Damn, bro.
My shop
It's
owner said
almost
there was a
like
line.
It's almost like you should have a pull list. Oh wait, you do have a pull list.
Yeah, I do. But it's the Jim Lee one at least. Like it's a good one.
Yeah, there's worse
Tyler,
variants
and
to
Tyler
get.
has the same cover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
sucks.
know. Like this is the regular dark.
Just imagine
prices,
Chip
dark.
Zdarsky's signature right here.
Look at this, JD.
Gold pen.
Flashpoint Beyond.
Oh God,
Yeah.
why?
Variant for Flashpoint and Poison Ivy.
Ah,
But this
terrible.
is a good variant. Just Batman and Robin on a roof.
Yeah, fair enough. But this Jorge Jimenez cover is just beautiful.
It is.
I mean, the
It's really
art
good.
internal is beautiful too. This issue
Yeah.
is gorgeous, dude.
God, that first page is. What's going on? It's young Alfred. Opens with younger. He has more hair. So I feel like this is young Alfred, and this is a flashback.
I think Chip Zdarsky's the only one that could do a page turn into the three Jokers, and you would go, and you don't just cringe. You know.
Well, it's a nightmare.
I was so shocked to
Yeah.
see three. I mean, this goes in the preview, but I was so shocked to see three Jokers like
Yeah, it's a
acknowledged.
nightmare. It's just him just being like,
I'm glad it's being acknowledged. I'm happy that
it did
is.
happen. Joe Chill is dead.
Yeah, so it's good that they're acknowledging it at least. We get it opens with Bruce waking up from a nightmare, having three Jokers involved, which apparently is very important.
He never
Chip
has
said
nightmares.
get ready to see these three again. So yeah, it's supposedly very important. He calls Selena, who is also just waking up with the guy, I guess, who just made
I
her
couldn't tell if
coffee.
it was a guy or a girl. Valmont?
Belmont could be anything.
I think it's a guy.
I was
Yeah.
trying to like zoom in with my eyes, couldn't tell.
Looks like a guy.
I think it's a guy too.
Pretty sure it's a guy. Guys can have long hair, JD. God.
Yeah, I mean, stupid ones.
Well, yeah, you can't see the mustache though. So
Yeah, it's hidden. Yeah, that's me. The action scene of Batman taking down the guy who was holding hostages is so good. We saw this in a preview, but it's so good.
the art, man. This is a dream team unlike anything in a long time, dude.
Yeah.
This is it's like this is a ridiculous dream team. Like I you can't even
Which is the better team though? Zdarsky and Jimenez or Mora and Wade?
I would say these guys, Zdarsky and Jimenez.
I would say so too. I think Jimenez is the best artist working for Marvel or DC right now.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's already like secured an all-time great status. I mean, everything he's done has just been excellent.
Yeah.
Justice League was amazing. Superman and Super Sons, like
Super Sons, yeah.
dude.
And he's great at
And his Batman is so good too.
He's improved. Even the little sequences
I would,
like this.
I would just like he should just draw everything, you know.
And
the thing
really
is that
fast too.
he's so exactly, that's it. He can draw the covers and because he's like 7 months ahead of every issue.
He's already done
which is how a run should be.
This first arc is supposed to be 6 issues, and he's already on the next arc, he said.
That's awesome. That's so cool, man.
He's really
he's just
good.
gonna be drawing it.
God, Batman. So Batman. The plot is Penguin's hosting this party for all the rich people, and Bruce Wayne's invited. So since it's Penguin, Batman goes in, and Robin, Tim Drake, is able to sneak his utility belt in and everything. We get this, which is awesome.
I think it's awesome, but also there's
Tyler raises a very good point about this, though.
There's no way there's no security cameras that are like, oh, Bruce Wayne just put on a Batman mask. You know,
that's a good point. It has the Pattinson like kind of half circle though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then no white eyes.
Yeah, it's very Pattinson. So
yeah, I think it's just because he's not in full costume. Yeah. Well, no, he's even got the white eyes here, so I guess it was just an art thing. But yeah, not here. Here, this isn't really the focus.
Was I the only one that was like, "Holy fuck, Robin just got shot"?
Yeah,
I was like, we're gonna kill Tim.
June's over.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the second June ended, they killed Tim Drake.
Yeah, Pride Month's done. Tim, shoot him in the neck. Yeah, I thought for a second I thought he died. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, when he's just laying down.
Great moment in the Batmobile where He's just bleeding.
Great page. Stupid. I hate
That's a
this
great
shit so
page
much.
too. Yeah. Bruce starts to remember when Jason died.
Yeah,
Having
seeing
similar
Jorge
feeling.
draw like the death in the family was just like, oh, so good.
Mhm.
It's so
Just-
interesting. Yeah.
His penguin is also so. It's very Danny DeVito,
It is. Yeah. It is just Danny DeVito.
especially like this panel.
This panel, like he literally is Danny DeVito.
That one, yeah, that was literally
Yeah.
that's just Danny DeVito penguin. And he did, he did penguin in what the fuck was that one? He did in the I don't know why I said that so aggressively. The first Tynan one or the second
Yeah,
Tynan one
Penguin's
with the
in that.
designer. That
Yep.
stuff is so cool.
It
I
is.
just Jorge God, I almost got choked up. Jorge's art on Batman and Superman. He's insane. It's almost to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I ever want him to leave DC. He could just do DC forever, every artist you're like, oh, I'd like to see them do the competitor. You're like, I'd like to see them do more.
I like to see him on Captain America.
You think so?
I was thinking Daredevil, especially now that he's buddies with Chip.
Or
I mean,
Spider
even though
Man.
Daredevil art's already perfect, but
Yeah.
like,
Imagine Jorge on Spider Man.
Yeah, that would be really good. I just think you draw like the scales.
The
and Cap's
Avengers. I
look
mean,
really good.
yeah, if he could just do anything is the thing.
Yeah,
Jorge
that's
could
true.
draw anything. Jorge could draw a book that nobody cares about, and he will make you read it. Jorge should draw Eternals.
I would read it for that. Yeah, I would read it.
Yeah, or X-Men. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm getting too excited.
So the end of this issue is something comes online in the Batcave, and Bruce isn't living in the Batcave, or he's not.
are we gonna
he
skip?
hasn't been
We're
in a
gonna
while.
skip over Batman Murderer.
Oh yeah, so yeah, do you want to explain?
Penguin kills himself and makes it look like a nurse walks in and Batman's over the body, and it looks like, oh shit, Batman did it. So I guess we're gonna do the Heroes the Murderer story.
Yeah, I hope that Zdarsky isn't. That was the only thing is Zdarsky's amazing. He's an amazing writer. We all know this, but I hope writing Daredevil and Batman at the same time isn't like he's not incepting himself or he's just thinking of the same exact thing.
Right.
Because I hope it's not. Because and maybe he's doing that on purpose. Maybe he's like, oh, you think it's gonna swerve one way because me.
Right.
And-
I'm
yeah.
baiting you with the first issue.
Yeah, but it's also like Daredevil right now, when that starts again, is all about how Matt Murdock is dead and Daredevil he's got to be Daredevil, 24/7.
Right.
And then in this Batman issue, that's what they established Bruce is trying to do as well. So I hope he's not just writing the same exact story twice.
Right.
But even if he is, I mean, I don't
I'm
care
in.
because it's got Jorge
Take my
Jimenez
money.
on art. Yeah.
Can we give Oracle a new outfit? She's been wearing the same thing and every time Jorge draws.
She probably just has like 50 of them. The same.
It's
yeah.
like you,
Black
JD.
and
You're
yellow,
the
black
one
and
to
yellow, black
talk.
and yellow. Ooh, yellow and black.
You're one to talk, JD.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean? It's always a different shirt.
But it's
Well, maybe
hers
Barbara's
is
wearing
too.
different shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, maybe hers is too. So, I give it 10.
What do we think of Batbot?
So is this the design? Is this because he was talking about how he was like, oh, we're not going to show the design of the character until the final page?
He said
It's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the villain.
Fail safe. I mean, we have no idea what this is.
It kind of reminds me of the Jim Gordon Batman outfit in a way, like with the
Yeah.
Oh, the rabbit.
top.
I can see that. I can see him, Bruce, seeing and going, Jim.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I know. I just,
It's like-
but because like, what
the
is
world's
this set
greatest
up?
detective.
Yeah, I know.
thinks it's Jim.
Jim. Yeah. What is this set up? Like,
Yeah,
what is it?
yeah. What does that mean?
At first, dude, it was so dumb because I was almost like, is this like the button or something? Like, when something's stuck in the
Oh,
wall.
yeah.
Yeah.
But is that a
Great
dream
issue.
or
You know what I
why-
like?
Why is Alfred there?
I love how scarred Bruce is. I like he's all fucked up. It's just, I mean, every panel of this book is just immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys read the B story with Catwoman?
No,
Absolutely not.
I saw Zdarsky wrote it just now.
Oh, I love it.
Did you read
Why
it?
is this book $6? I get it has a B plot, but I didn't read it. I don't want to pay $6 for Batman. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to, dude.
Back in my day, I've
You're
been
not
reading
a
Batman
nice-
60 years.
yeah.
nice
But JD, are you
cover.
reading number 126?
Of course.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be good.
See comics sometimes.
I give it a rate. I give the rating 10 out of 10.
Oh, Clayface was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
if we keep going, I would just say every panel in this book is cool because it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a pretty book. It's got a lot of expectations are built on this.
Dark
Yeah.
Crisis number 2 released.
Oh, you actually got a main cover for Dark Crisis 2? I'm shocked.
Yes, I did. Dark Crisis 2 came out. And good. I enjoyed it.
It's a Nightwing versus
Little
Deathstroke
overshadowed by
fight for the
Batman.
main part.
Yeah, I like
I
how
realized-
Zdarsky does fight scenes.
You mean Zdarsky.
Oh, Williamson. Oh no.
Yeah. It's also Sampray, is that it?
Yeah, Chris Sampray.
Who because I remember when his art, because he was doing Action Comics and that book looked so good. And then he was like, "Oh, I'm dropping Action Comics for something much bigger." And I'm so happy he got the event because he's such a good artist. And if he didn't, he could have drawn Action Comics forever. It would have looked amazing. But this book looks so good.
It
Get
does.
him the
It's-
recognition. he
God,
deserves.
it was a week for good art, except for Spider-Man.
Harper said this, but obviously he never showed up on the show. But the John Kent in this is better than Tom Taylor's.
Oh, by a mile.
John Kent.
This got me excited.
This was a good
Yeah.
scene. I like that.
You got your dad's timing, buddy. That's such a good. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
And when they're standing like that panel is great.
Yeah, that's the future, man.
just staying together.
You got your dad's timing, buddy. I love that. I think that's such a great moment.
Yeah, and John's fighting Cyborg Superman, and he doesn't win necessarily.
And I was
Which
so
is
dumb
nice.
because that actually got me. That Cyborg Superman reveal, and they show the curl and they show the cape, and I'm like, "Is what the fuck?" Like Superman's. That actually got me somehow.
So yeah,
It
I
was good.
wondering,
Like that was a good reveal. Yeah.
You were like, "Oh my god, super
like-
cyborg!"
I was like, "Wait,
Superman?"
what?" And yeah,
Ooh,
I love Cyborg
what?
Superman.
Kids,
I love-
kids in the '90s when Cyborg Superman showed up. What?
I love Cyborg Superman too. It's great to see him.
I like how
Yeah.
Cyborg took him down too in the end.
Henshaw. You
I'm
could give
sick of
Cyborgs
you
a bad
giving
name.
Cyborgs a
Yeah.
bad
I
name.
hate Deathstroke's haircut. To Joe Manganiello for me.
It is. It's the Snyder cut.
I hate it.
I just realized, like when I flipped the first page of this book, I realized like when I saw Pariah, and I was like, oh my, like I forget this is still a crisis. It doesn't feel like one yet, but
Not yet.
Yeah,
We
because
get-
it almost
still in
makes
the
me
building
wonder.
stages.
Because if this is called Dark Crisis, so because I was wondering at first, like, is this the jumping off point for the whatever the actual massive event is? But this one is called Dark Crisis, you know?
This is the
Yeah, I mean
massive
this
event.
is the event.
Exactly. So what
We
is like,
seem to know
we're gonna-
Pariah's plan now, at least.
because the scale is, it's not small, I would say, but I like that we're focusing on the legacy stuff and whatever, but you know, and whatnot. But the scale, in order for this is going to have to be a crisis by the end, because Pariah is building up whatever he's building, and I'm afraid that it might just jump the shark at some point. You know?
Well, he says he wants an infinite Earths again. Like he wants infinite Earths.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, I'm afraid that like because we're doing all this really nice small scale character relationship stuff, and I'm afraid that like Pariah is just gonna intrude and be like, actually, the infinite multiverse. I'm just gonna like, oh
Yeah.
man, like, but I want to see more Nightwing.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm sure we.
Black Adam comes in and roasts the Justice League.
This is the most comic accurate Black Adam we've had in 2 years.
The most comic accurate in
What
a
are you
comic.
talking about? Well, you told me
Yeah.
Bendis's wasn't that good.
Well, I mean, like it's more accurate to the character.
Yeah, he was good.
Like he's been a little bit out of character.
That was all I have to
recently.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was good.
he's just
Did
like,
you like
I'm gonna train the Justice League now.
JD? Did you like seeing Kyle again?
Kyle Rayner, baby, I love it. Oh,
Kyle and
so
Joe
good.
meeting it for the first time. That was cool.
I always forget that Far Sector Green Lantern is like
Is
part
canon.
of main. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that was not canon.
I
So
thought so too.
when
Isn't
Joe was
she-
in the
Kyle-
situation, I was just like, oh fuck.
Is she
Kyle
human?
hugging. Pretty sure she's human. Joe
Never
Mullen.
read Far
Joe
Sector.
Mullen. Who knows?
Yeah, I didn't read it. So
You'll
man,
to
we have
read it.
8 human lanterns.
It's.
That's a lot.
I mean, Simon Baz doesn't really exist anymore. So.
Oh,
I
he's
guess-
right
Oh,
there.
he's there.
Right there.
Oh shit! He's.
As soon as you said that,
Yeah.
literally as soon as you said that, my eye line turned to him.
you like the minion back there?
Oh, but that is a guy though. I recognize him.
Minion Lantern.
And there's the broccoli one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these-
no, the
these
Green
guys
Lantern
don't
stuff got
exist.
me hyped, and that art just looks so
Kilowog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rot Lop fans in there too with his bell symbol. That's
Who'd you say?
cool. Rot Lop fan. He's the lantern of sound. His symbol is just a bell. He's on this page.
Oh, I've not met that guy before.
He's a Green Lantern that doesn't talk. He just uses sounds to like
It's a bat one.
Yeah, he's a bat
Wait,
essentially.
is this
No,
the
there
first
is
time
a bat one
that
though.
Simon Baz has appeared in like years? Like actually,
think
in something,
it
or was
is.
he in Thorne's Green Lantern?
He wasn't. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, first
Page
appearance
is
in
great.
a long time. He's
This
been in the
page is so good.
background every so often, but he doesn't have any
Oh,
lines.
you know what's sad? There's that you ready to report for duty. That word bubbles is covering some character. I wonder who that is. Is that the squirrel one? I thought that was like Kilowog's foot at first, but it's just some poor
No.
character that got cut off.
Oh well. It's cool.
There's also a character who looks like Pariah in the bottom right.
Oh, it is just Pariah.
Yeah, he's just
Day
sneaking
7.
around.
They haven't figured
He
it
was
out yet.
undercover as a Green Lantern.
It's just
I
every
actually
time you see
I
it.
did like this issue, but I do agree with Tyler that like it is nice building, but is it gonna like jump into big crisis mode all of a
Yeah,
sudden?
what's
Yeah.
happening?
Because I don't care about Pariah. I don't. Does anybody?
No.
Has anybody ever?
No,
You know,
no, never.
like because Crisis on Infinite Earths, even in that you don't care about Pariah.
Right.
yeah,
But I also didn't care about anybody in that book.
yeah, exactly.
So-
we'll see.
I don't know. I just
Um,
have no care for his whatever.
I don't have anything to say on Flashpoint Beyond. I enjoyed it.
I love the Reverse Flash stuff that they're setting up, but I want
Yeah.
to know more. Like, oh god, like we're 3 of 6, so we're halfway done, but
Oh,
we don't
wow,
feel
yeah.
halfway done. Like they're setting up so much.
So it's revealed in the Flashpoint universe, Krypton never died, and they sent Superman down to enslave humanity.
Right.
For-
Jor-El was gonna like
for
meet up with him.
Krypton.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Oh,
what's
it's like
happening?
it's like Brightburn or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And Krypton's on its way over. They're just like, oh, well, how much time do we have left? And it's 5 days. So also
And
this
there
is
was-
Oh, maybe
like,
that was the sun.
Yeah,
Maybe that was the sun on the whiteboard.
they find Reverse Flash just dead in a bed.
in Iris's apartment.
Yeah,
And what's written on him,
it's
tick.
talk. Oh, yeah, tick tick, like TikTok. Well, like you not the like tick tock. That's what I'm guessing. Like you're out of time, like a watch, you know.
Hunter
Like your
speaks
clock
great
is-
English.
Maybe that's
Watchmen.
Dr. Manhattan related. Yeah.
Watchmen. So Reverse Flash met Dr. Manhattan. I saw God.
Dr.
and then
Manhattan's
he-
dad was a
I've seen
watchmaker.
God. I've seen God.
And in
I'm
Stranger
saying-
Things season.
Chrissy, wake up.
telling me you
Eobard, wake
wanna-
up.
You wanna
Yeah,
postpone
so
the
there's
cult of
clocks
Vecna?
in there. Eh?
Yeah, dude. Do you think the whiteboard that Batman had? He'll find his son or whatever? Is that Jor-El then?
That actually makes sense.
Oh, maybe, maybe.
And now Hunter just lost all interest in Flash.
So you have to delete that
So
post.
I'm dropping the book. There's this cool page at the end of like traveling through time, and you just see panels of the DC universe.
Yeah.
Like you see Rebirth 1, you see Haldros Pariah, Parallax. So I mean, I see-
That was very wrong.
Yeah.
yeah, my bad. Superman lifting the car. You see Flash
Barry dying,
dying.
Christ on Infinite Earths, the Justice Society first meeting.
Yeah. You see Blue Beetle for some reason, like Jaime Blue Beetle.
The one on the bottom left, I thought that was Hulk for a minute, but I think it's Solomon.
No,
Grundy.
it's Solomon Grundy.
You see Dr. Manhattan at the bottom.
Yep, Dr. Manhattan's in it.
Is he
Yeah.
actually?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wait,
just
what?
just in like a small panel
Okay.
of like
Jesus
memories.
Christ. Wow,
Yeah.
look at that.
Alan
God,
Moore is very
Wow,
happy
it's just
about that.
crazy that Dr. Manhattan can just show up in a thing and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, you're just like, wait, what? We're like, yeah,
Yeah,
he's there. Spider-Man, I didn't like it.
yeah.
think
Why
I'm
did you
done.
not drop this book yet?
I was waiting for the first
You
arc
have
to
not
finish.
liked an issue yet.
I'm done.
You're done.
You're
I think I'm
done.
I think I'm done. I don't like it. It's not good.
Who's the
Oh,
writer
next
on this
issue's
again?
next one's 900 though.
Oh, never mind. I'm back
Yeah.
in. Back in.
It's Zeb Wells.
It's gonna be
Okay.
like can be like $10 or something.
And Zeb Wells is a good writer. He's not a bad writer. He's written good stuff. Hellions in the Krakoa era is good. He wrote Avenging Spider-Man, which is like a Spider-Man team up book. That was cool.
But this
This is
what
just-
is he doing
just-
here?
It's just like it's honestly pathetic. Like how they treat Peter Parker. Like they it is their most popular character. It's arguably the most popular character in comic books. Absolutely the most popular character that you sell, Marvel. and you don't know what to do with him. Like,
Make him happy.
yeah, exactly. How many times did the fans have to go, "This is terrible, stop it," before they actually do anything? You know,
What fans mean by that is
break them up again and give her children that aren't his, and never explain it.
that art was a little rough on the eyes that you guys showed.
And also, what did
Well,
Peter do?
because
We don't know.
Spider-Man's
Peter
face
did nothing.
gets punched a lot by Tombstone. So for the rest of the issue, when his mask is off, it's just like a balloon. Tyler, you're showing like when he talks to Aunt May.
Yeah, his face is swollen to shit, but it's not even swollen. It looks like Quagmire.
It does, because his eyes are very small. Like, look, that's not Peter Parker.
His eyes are so tiny too.
Like, I get that, like, your face will swell when
And
you're
like,
getting...
I like John Romita Jr. a lot, actually. Like, he's one of my favorite artists. I think his Spider-Man is very good. It was very good 20 years ago. I mean, that was a long time ago. And like, May doesn't look bad. You know, May looks fine. And
Yeah,
a little bit of Botox.
it's not that the art on whole is general. It's just that he does, like, you know, he fucks up in some pretty notable ways.
Mm-hmm.
What I did notice, though, and this has nothing to do with this book, did you see this ad? This is Sarah Pichelli. This looks like garbage, but this is the woman who fucking co-created
Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales, yeah.
That Miss Marvel looks so goofy.
This
Wolverine
I was like, wait, who is this? And it's this was Sarah Pichelli.
Wow, that's shocking.
Jean
That is
looks
shocking.
decent.
Yeah. Anyway, bad book.
Yeah. And that's the
Wait, Tyler, how long will you be reading Spider-Man? Like, will you just keep reading? Like,
yeah, I don't think I'll ever drop it.
steer
It's one
into
of
the
those things.
skid?
Yeah, I'm not gonna drop Spider-Man. I always read Spider-Man. So
Man, don't make me do that too.
I will not make you do
Well,
anything.
I got a barking dog. But yeah, that's the comments of the week. We won't do like a full D&D thing, but we'll mention it. Tyler's in, I guess.
Jesus, I just dropped something.
What did Tyler do?
Yeah,
You'll have to find out in D&D episode 1.
we're doing it.
You said you wanted to go over the rules or something, right?
Well,
How's it gonna hooty bobbity bop, whatever?
yeah,
it is?
we could do a session. So we're gonna do session 0, which is for those who don't know, that's making the characters, going over the rules, making sure everyone's like knows what they're doing.
Don't you usually have like little figures when you play D&D?
In person, yeah. In person.
I'm gonna use
We're on.
I'll
we're
put
online.
my finger down. I'll put my foot down right now.
AirPod case.
I'm using Doctor Strange.
It's not gonna, that's too big for it too.
All right, fine. Then I'll use Green
It
Lantern.
needs to be like that big. But yeah,
know,
we're
it
gonna
was
do an online
It was a
one shot.
joke.
Maybe a 2-shot, maybe a 3-shot. But
Use
we'll
Peacemaker.
see.
There we go.
I'm gonna be D&D. I play D&D every single week, twice a week usually.
I've played D&D in the past. Probably, if I had to guess, probably 3 or 4 times. I don't remember how many. It wasn't very complicated for us. Like we just having fun with it. So this will probably be like the first time I have to like actually take it seriously.
It is a
But-
complicated game, but it's kind of like you learn as you go.
I think I have a basic concept of the rules if I remember. If me and my friends played correctly, that is.
Like in general, Dungeons and Dragons is you can do anything you want. You say what you do. You have a voice for yourself, and you have a voice for your character.
Oh, dude, we're hitting this at the perfect time too. People are hot off D&D after Stranger Things.
Exactly. So this week we're gonna do session 0. That's not gonna be recorded because that'll spoil the fun of session 1. Session 1, it was when the story begins. We actually get to play and we reveal who we're all playing and stuff like that, and we get into
There
it.
has a map for us apparently.
Yeah, I've planned. And JD's never played before. Harper's never played before, but he will be joining us as well. And we're gonna start with just usually D&D is usually good with 5 people. We're gonna start with 4 just because no one's played really except for me and a little bit of Tyler. So we're just gonna do a simple thing. And for people that know D&D, level 3 5e and player handbook guide. You guys don't know what that means, but
He just spoke Chinese or something.
Yeah, that was a different language. Is that like
Rock
a spoiler?
speaks Chinese.
Now I gotta like Google what I gotta decipher what you mean, and I'll have the perfect plan to kick your ass.
yeah, because you guys are against me essentially.
Yeah, you're the DM.
Yeah, I'm the DM, so I'm explaining everything, and you guys had to try to beat me essentially. While
DM
being
mean
heroes at it.
dragon
Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master. That's what I am. Yeah. Which means I'm writing the story and you guys are just ruining my story.
I gotta say, I don't know how you do it. Like genuinely, like it seems like so much work for like so little reward.
Roughly, it's like 5 hours a week, and then when you play usually for 5 hours.
Yeah,
It's like 4 hours of prep.
It's gonna take 5 hours for like
No,
a
that's
session.
what I do. That's what we'll probably do like a 3-hour session.
I think we should start with 2-hour sessions.
How do I make my guy kill himself?
I will say it
you just say it.
Flies by though. It flies by.
It's fun. From what I remember,
so
it's a lot of fun. It's so stupid. It's a lot of fun because you just do whatever you want.
People are actually gonna watch us play this.
I think they will. I think this would actually happen.
We announced it 2 years ago.
If you build it, and people still ask.
And people still ask about it all the time. I have people message me that I'm like, I don't know who you are, and they're just like, yeah, play D&D already. I'm like, okay. It's like, why would you announce and not do anything with it? I'm like, oh, that's a good point.
It'd be fun.
JD,
I mean, there's a big D&D audience. People watch Critical Role and shit like that.
Critical Role is the most watched show of all time on Twitch.
I think I was gonna say it's not the most watched show of all time, but yeah, on Twitch, yeah.
Yeah,
and like I said, now it's back in the popular zeitgeist because everyone loves Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. So
he's a D&D guy. So JD, I legitimately think you will enjoy it.
You just gotta put your heart into it. No pussy, no being a pussy. You gotta have fun.
We shall see.
Don't be shy. It's just us. And it's just
it feels wrong.
It's just a blast. Okay, you make a character, you role play that character, you're really into that character, and it's a mystery. Usually it's a mystery, and you're trying to solve the mystery before someone else does it. And it's like there's oftentimes different leads, and everyone's has different ideas of what it could be, and everyone has to plan together. And then oh my god, it's worse than you thought, and it's just so good. And people running off Stranger Things are just like they want to get into it. They're like, I want to learn about D&D because people with Stranger Things do it. Like, yeah, they do. I fought Vecna and he sucks. I hate him.
Does he suck?
Well, he's really good, but that's why he's like he sucks the face because when he appears, it's like, oh god. So it's fun.
Fight the Mind Flayer.
Yes, he's my favorite. He's my all-time favorite D&D creature ever. So I'll probably do some Mind Flayer stuff. Probably not actually for this because we're going to do level 3, which is there's 20 levels in D&D. Level 1 means that you can get a rock thrown at you and you're done. Level 20, you're a god. We're just doing level 3, which is like you guys are weak, but you're able to do things.
Maybe level up.
Maybe if you guys want to continue as we go on, yeah. But like if I was thinking we could start with a one shot, which is start here, end here, the end.
So like so the first video would just be one story complete.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be one quest.
I thought we were in this. Okay. Yeah,
we can be. My
no, I know, but I'm saying that'd be the jumping off point. If we all hate it, then no, it's one and done. Yeah.
We're gonna do one
quest.
How
Harper's gonna react to this.
We're gonna do a filler issue, essentially. One quest, and if you guys love it,
we're gonna do a pilot.
Yeah, it's a pilot. If you guys love it, then we'll continue. If you hate it, then bye. Yeah. We won't do it again. But we're gonna try it at least. So we'll plan session 0, and we'll try to do this within as soon as possible here. Maybe next week, maybe this week. We'll see.
It should be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a hero story. Thank you for listening. Us ramble about Thor. I'm sorry that I got a lot of thunder in this.
You pissed the god of thunder off.
It's not even raining.
You might want to apologize.
Yeah, exactly.
Just pray to him after the podcast ends.
I will. But yeah, JD, your outro.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast.
That way you can get invites to orgy.
I wasn't gonna say that because I didn't want to clip that out of context. For a hero story, I'm JD.
I'm Hunter.
I'm Tyler.
Thanks for being a hero.
That's my line, but okay. Every second is a gift, Nicole.
What?
Oh, where's the button? There it is.